But I actually was talking with a group of interns last week, and one of the first questions I asked them, I was like, so how do you guys feel about the curfew? They were like, what curfew?
They're like, I don't know nothing about no curfew.
And so I was like, the curfew, it's at 11 o'clock. And then one of them, they were like, to go to his point about out with family, they're like, so, but what if when we go to the Asian family house and the Hispanic family house and they have the long parties? And I'm like, well, you're with your family at that point.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So it was just.
Look, I'm not going to lie. They do have the long parties.
Yes, they do.
No, they go.
They go for a while.
They got the best food, too. So,
7 o'clock in the morning.
I really
Take a plate
agree that the kids should not be out
Convince the
unattended.
police officer.
I get that. But
you give it to him. It's an offering.
As a tool in the policeman's toolbox, as a reason to now legitimately approach someone who looks younger and say, kid, what are you doing out here?
Now that's the part that I said about it got its ups and downs.
Yeah.
See, the down part about that is because now you can't really identify anyone by what age he is. Like, he just thought I was 25.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
you look me. You out after 11. I'm gonna be asking you what you doing out here.
She's doing
like, what you doing? Why you out here on the street?
You whippersnapper.
Full on mustache and all. We're still gonna ask
No.
you, but okay. So you feel that's a little downside, is that it's hard to. I don't want to say profile, but kind of hard to say
age profile.
But that is what it is.
11 o'clock at night, you can't really see no one face unless you're really up front. So that means you have to get out, you have to go, and there is a whole problem or altercation.
And I mean, just be mindful. There have been kids that have been found wandering during hours.
So I know, like, tragedy, right? Had a kid in my neighborhood, and mom and dad were facing a lot of challenges. And he was like 11 years old, but he was raising his younger sister. And unfortunately, he was struck and hit by an automobile at like midnight, crossing Rayford Road. But that was a situation where the tragic outcome, right? Because I mean, he would come to our food bank. He'd be like, Pastor, what you got? How can you help me? I got to feed my little sister today, and I did the best I could. And look, my boy wasn't looking for TV dinners. He wanted steaks, and he's like, Pastor, I will.
He said,
I will
give
cook.
me the steak.
Give me the baked
I want
potato.
the beans.
I want it all.
I want it all.
I'm
all
like,
the frozen meats.
I'm like,
I know you got them, Pastor.
I'm like, you know how to cook that? I'm like, all right, here you go. Take it, dude.
He's like, I can't carry it, but I'm going to put it in my backpack.
Good tonight.
And again, this is tragic, but he was a young man, 11 years old, and out after hours, crossing Rayford Road, and got hit by a car. And it's, like I said, that's just
I feel like I remember that story.
tragic.
That was how many years ago?
Probably pre-COVID, but just pre-COVID.
Okay, I think I was at Bingham Drive when that happened.
Yeah, and I think
Rayford Road,
people just need to keep that and be mindful of that when they're thinking about the curfew. Like, that's what the curfew is for. When you look at it, and those aspects are in the human trafficking aspect.
Yeah.
I mean, the chances of a young kid getting picked up after midnight and being trafficked goes up astronomically.
Oh, absolutely.
Huge.
Well, they become victims.
And then I mean, you have to ask, like, all of these, I know we all see them when they come across, like, oh, this child is missing, this child is missing.
Yep.
So